my name is Kayla and welcome to Sew and Stretch. Today we have an amazing 30-minute flow for you. The focus is on glute strength, pelvic stability, core connection and mobility, while avoiding excessive intra-abdominal pressure. Some optional props that you can include in this flow are going to be a Pilates ball, a resistance band, and a magic circle. As always, we're gonna start with bringing in that breath and core connection. So you can do this in a seated position, or if it's more comfortable, you can lay down on your back as well with the feet planted into the mat. And we just wanna focus on, as we inhale, expanding the ribs out towards our sides. And as we exhale, we wanna compress the ribs down in towards our belly button, or almost like we're trying to bring the ribs to our spine, okay? As we sit here, we relax the shoulders and we elongate that spine so we have our nice posture but still relax, okay? I invite you to close your eyes and you're gonna inhale for 4 seconds and exhale for 6 seconds. And as you exhale, release everything that is stressful, that is not serving you, and that will not add to your workout in time right now, okay? Let's start together on 3, 2, keeping your eyes closed, bring your breathing to a normal tempo. Take notice of the different parts of your body. Maybe you wiggle your toes and your fingers. Maybe you slowly rock from side to side. And you'll slowly open your eyes. Next, we're gonna go into our pelvic tilts. Okay, that is going to help us open up that pelvis area, that hip area, and bring some mobility to that space. You're gonna slowly recline back down to your mat. Option to keep the feet planted into the mat, or you can bring the legs long in front of you, whatever feels more comfortable for you. We're gonna press palms down into the mat, imprint spine down as well. Okay, we're gonna engage the core by bringing the ribs in towards the belly button. And we're gonna start with our body in a neutral position, okay? So we don't necessarily have our spine all the way imprinted, but if you feel more comfortable doing so, please feel free, okay? We tilt the pelvis, so we start in neutral and to tilt the pelvis up towards the belly button. So we're bringing the ribs down to the belly button and bringing the pelvis up towards the belly button. So this is what brings us our engaged core, that tilted pelvis. And now you should fully feel that spine imprinted into the mat. Okay, so we've tilted the pelvis up. Now we're gonna go the opposite direction, tilting the pelvis down towards the feet. So you tilt the pelvis down, you see that creates more space. I can fit my whole hand through here. This adds curve to the spine, so we're a little bit more extended than neutral, okay? And now we're gonna bring it back up, printing the spine back into the mat and back down. Okay, I'm gonna come back up towards the belly button, and now I'm gonna take it in circles, okay? I'm gonna start going to the right, pelvis is to the right, then bring it back down, adding that curve to the left and finishing back up towards the belly button and to the right, down, left, and back up, and right, down, left, and back up. And we're gonna reverse it, so we go left, down, right, and back up, left, down, right, and back up. And these are small movements, so your entire body should not need to move. It's just those small circles in that pelvis area. Okay, then we're gonna come back to tilting the pelvis up towards the belly button, palms pressed into the mat, the ribs are pulling down to the belly button, pelvis is pulling up. So we're bringing it all together towards our center, core is activated, and now we're gonna go into marches. So we're gonna alternate, bringing each foot up to a tabletop position. As one foot comes down, the other rises, and this is helping us with our core stability. So again, it's one of those simple positions that is very effective, okay? You're gonna definitely feel it in that lower core area, and remember, we're keeping the core activated the whole way through by keeping engaged, okay? So regardless of the marching, you should still feel that engagement. We're here for a total of a minute. Find your breath, breathe through it to get through it. You might feel those quads activate a little bit as well as you go through. Okay, and now we're gonna transition into toe taps. So instead of both feet being planted into the mat, we're gonna lift our legs into tabletop. So we wanna try to have a straight line from knees to hips. If this feels too intense for you because of the stress on the core, you can bring the knees in just slightly, or you can cross the ankles, okay? So those are the modifications for a tabletop if you need it. However, we are tapping, so you wanna try to keep them uncrossed if possible. So bringing them in towards the chest might be your best option here, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna have a straight line from knees to hips, and you're gonna alternate bringing the toes down to the mat. So you're gonna point the toes, spine is imprinted, core is activated, and 1, and up, 2, and up, 3, and up. And you're gonna keep going for 30 seconds. So reps don't necessarily matter, it's the timing. I care way more about your form being correct than how many you get done in the 30 seconds, okay? We're about halfway there. Find your breath. Check in with that core, make sure it's still activated, spine is still imprinted. Beautiful. And relax. If you need a quick stretch here, you can rock the knees from left to right. You can also hug knees into the chest and rock slightly. And slowly rock yourself back up to a seated position. And now we're going to transition into our glute bridges. So if you chose to continue laying down, you can stay there. Okay, we're going to plant the feet back into the mat. Palms are facing down on the mat as well. Shoulders are relaxed. We're going to keep our gaze up towards the ceiling. Okay, and we're going to tilt that pelvis back up towards the belly button, bring the ribs back down as well to keep that core engaged. And even with this engagement, even though you can feel it, you should still be able to breathe through it, okay? So remember, we're never holding our breath. Okay, and then we're going to press our weight into the heels of our feet. And as you do that, you should naturally kind of feel the glutes tuck under to lift. You're gonna keep pushing until you're all the way up. We wanna maintain that core activation, and we want a straight line from knees down to shoulders. So we keep going till we reach that bridge there, and we slowly roll it down, trying to articulate each piece of our spine as we come down. And exhale, we come back up. Inhale, slowly come back down, starting from the shoulders down to the glutes. And we're gonna keep going for a minute here. As we continue through our bridging series, we're going to use some props so you can keep your Pilates ball and your band close. We're going to start with the ball. As you lay back down, you're going to bring it between the knees with a slight hold there. Again, we're going to correct our form. So our gaze is up towards the ceiling, palms are down into the mat, spine is imprinted with core engaged, and we press through our heels as we exhale up, and we're going to squeeze the ball. Then roll it back down. And we're here for 60 seconds. Once you've hit a minute, we're gonna come up and hold, and we're gonna pulse it as we squeeze in and out for 30 seconds. And slowly roll it back down. And we're gonna bring those knees into our chest. Rock from side to side. And beautiful. Now we're gonna reach for that band. Bring it around our mid-thigh area. And now we're gonna go into the abduction. So we started with squeezing inwards. Now we're gonna pull out at the top of our bridge, okay? So we're gonna start with 1 minute of bridging up and pressing out. Then we're gonna do our 30 seconds pulse. Press up through the heels. Once you're at the top of your bridge, you're gonna open as wide as you can and roll back down slow and controlled, and keep going. On the next one, we're gonna hold up for our pulse and open and pulse it for 1. Halfway there. And slowly roll it back down. And again, bring the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Beautiful job. If your glutes aren't on fire by now, you're not doing it right. Add some more resistance to those bands. For our last bridge variation, we're gonna do a single leg bridge hold. So you can use the band if you choose to, if you wanna make it a little more spicy. And if you're not quite sure about that, you can just put it off to the side with no props at all, okay? Okay, again, palms press down, shoulders relax, core is activated. We're gonna start by lifting the right leg up. We're gonna do 30 seconds on each side, okay? You're gonna again press your weight into your heel to come up. and roll it back down. And we come up and roll it back down. Because you're on one leg, you'll find you won't go as high. That's perfectly fine. You're putting all your weight into one side as opposed to two. And we're gonna pulse it. And slowly roll it back down. Beautiful. And you can rock from side to side if you need it. Then we're gonna switch to the opposite leg. So now the leg left comes up, point those toes up. We're gonna bring our weight into our right side and press up and slowly roll down. And pulse. Breathe through it to get through it. And slowly roll down. Beautiful. And we rock. Glutes are definitely on fire. Okay, and now we're going to transition into our side lying leg series. For our side lying leg series, we're gonna start with clamshells, and everything we do, we're gonna do on both sides. But what I'm gonna do is start with everything on this side in this series, and then I'll flip and do the opposite side. You can stay here if you would like, having that free arm across the chest, palms down, or you can bring your head into your palm here and still have that free hand across your chest, whatever feels better for you. You still want to keep the core activated, so you're going to lift those ribs slightly and have it activated here. You're going to start toes and heels glued together, knees stacked, and again, bend. And again, band is optional, okay? We're going to open and close here for 1 minute. You're gonna quickly feel that glute activating, keep pushing through. Again, form is more important than reps, okay? Almost halfway. And it's on fire. Keep going. Push through. Almost there. And relax, okay? You might have to give a little hit there just to get some of that tension out. Okay, and then we're gonna quickly transition into some clamshell pulses, okay? So what that looks like, we're still in our position here, but this time we're gonna open up, hold open, and pulse it to push even wider for 30 seconds. Keep going, the burn is gonna come even faster this time. Halfway, almost there. Spicy, spicy, especially with the band on. It definitely adds to it for sure. And relax. Yep, that's good. Okay, now we're gonna bring the legs long. I'm choosing to still keep the band on. You don't have to. This time we're lifting just doing a leg lift. So on our side, again, you can come here if you prefer, or bring that head into your palm. I'm gonna hold here this time. Toes are pointed, knees are stacked. And the main thing here is we're keeping the core activated, but I don't want you turned out. Sometimes people turn out because they want to see what they're doing. I want you to have your body all the way facing this direction. So knees are facing this way, the pelvis is facing this way, your gaze is this way as well. And you stay straight, okay? Core is activated. And we're gonna lift here for 1 minute. And again, these do not need to be large lifts, especially when you're sideways. If you were turned this way, you can go a lot higher because you're going at an angle. But when you're all the way on your side, it's a lot shorter of a distance that you're gonna be able to extend that leg up to the side, and that's fine, okay? Do what works for you. Breathe through it to get through it. I care more about form than reps, okay? Here we go. Check in, make sure you're not leaning. Sometimes I find myself doing it too, and you gotta just reset. About halfway here. Almost there. And relax. Quickly hit that out, massage it, whatever you gotta do. We're gonna go right into those circles. So while we're lying on the side here, we're just gonna do some small circles. So you're gonna hold it up, about 45, and circle forward. That burn is gonna come quick through, push through. Push through, think about the gains you're getting from this. Think about how strong you are, how capable you are, and push through. And reverse. And relax. You might bend it in and out. You might get a little massage there. Beautiful, okay? Now we're gonna do some rainbow lifts. So it just means you're using your leg to make a rainbow. So we go from the front to the back, front to the back, okay? And again, we want this upper body to stay still and be stable as we move that leg. So we don't wanna try to avoid leaning backward, forward. If you want to, you can bring it down here still. Just make sure we're keeping that core strong and the upper body strong, okay? And we're gonna stay here for 1 minute. Again, the band is optional. It's going to add intensity here. About halfway. We're gonna finish this side series with some fire hydrants on this side, and then we're gonna flip and do everything on the opposite side. So we're gonna spend 30 seconds here on our fire hydrants. We want knees hip distance apart. We want straight line from shoulders down to wrists. Core is activated. Avoid that urge to lean when you lift. So try to stay stable and strong and lift, even if that means you don't go as high, that's fine. We care about form over reps, okay? For 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Push through, keep going. Almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And that side is done. Thank God, right? All right, now we're on the opposite side for our side lying series. So again, we start with those clamshells. Again, we're here for 1 minute. So knees stacked together, toes, heels are glued together, core is activated. Okay, and we just lift. Again, band is optional here, but I like it spicy. We're bringing our legs long. Okay, so everything is stacked together, knees, toes, ankles, core is activated. Want to make sure your entire body is facing forward, including your gaze. Okay, core is activated, and we're going to lift the leg up to the side. We're here for 1 minute. Toes are pointed. Okay, this does not have to be a large lift. Even with small lifts, you're going to feel that glute activate. Okay, and then from here we go into our rainbow lifts, and we're just making a small rainbow with our foot. So we come forward, sweep it up and back, okay? Try to keep the upper body as still as possible, keeping that core engaged as we keep going back and forth, and we're here for 30. Go ahead, you might have to knock it out or massage it. It's a burner for sure. Okay, from here, we're gonna go into our fire hydrant on this side. Everything is stacked, knees hip distance apart, and we press out and in. And we're here for 30 seconds. Okay, relax, quick rock around. We're gonna transition into our next series, starting with our donkey kicks. So you'll stay exactly where you are. Again, bands are optional. Core is activated, everything is in alignment, and we're gonna start with the left side, pressing up to the ceiling. 30 seconds on each leg. Aim for the ceiling, not away from the body. And relax. And now the opposite side, again for 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Okay, and now we're gonna go into our bird dog. Optional to have ankle weights or dumbbells in your hands here. You're gonna keep the core tight as you extend and reach on your alternates. And we're gonna keep going here for an entire minute in 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're gonna transition to our back. We're gonna go into a hovering fire hydrant. So it's just doing a fire hydrant, but this time laying down instead of on our knees. Again, fans are optional. Bring the legs to tabletop, palms down or up to the ceiling, whatever you prefer. And you're gonna bring that leg down and back up. 30 seconds on each side. And the opposite side for another 30 seconds. Keep the back imprinted into the mat. If you feel yourself twisting your back or lifting off the mat, then maybe not send that leg out as wide. And relax. You can bring knees into chest and rock from side to side. Okay. From here, we're gonna come to our knees in a kneeling position and we're gonna go into tall kneeling squats, okay? So you might bring hands in front of you or you can hold them behind the head here, whatever feels comfortable for you. Activate the core. A little bit distance or maybe wider between the knees, band is optional, and you're gonna sit back the glutes to the heels. From here, we're gonna bring hands down and transition into a kneeling hinge. So all we're doing is hinging forward. Core is activated. You're gonna feel those glutes activate as you come down and bring the upper body back up. Slow and control, keeping everything tight. You can also bring elbows in at your sides and hold dumbbells for this if you would like. And we're here for 1 minute. Take your time, breathe through it to get through it. And relax, we'll take it into child's pose here. We're gonna finish off with the glute finisher before we get into our stretching. We're almost there, I promise. So we're gonna take it into a frog position. Frog position just means you're gonna glue the bottoms, the soles of your feet together like so that you have your legs in a frog position, but we're also gonna lay back. So slowly recline down to the mat, keep your gaze up to the ceiling, try to imprint that spine into the mat and still keep the frog hold. So again, this is a moment where flexibility and mobility comes into play. Frog for you may be here. Frog for you may be all the way down. It just depends on your level. Do what feels best for you here. When you're in this neutral position here, you should not be in pain. It may feel a little bit strenuous just depending on your flexibility and mobility, but it shouldn't be I'm about to scream out in pain. Okay, so find the spot where you can hold it open here. Keep that hold, and then we're gonna pump up. So it's almost like a glute bridge, but we're not pressing up through the heels of our feet because our feet are turned in, and it requires more core work and way more of the glutes, okay? We're gonna pump up and down for a minute, okay? Breathe through it to get through it. Try to maintain that hold as you go up and down. So as you go up, avoid bringing the legs closer together. Keep that same distance as you had in that neutral position. Okay, we're almost there. Keep pumping. We're gonna hold at the top in 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1, hold and pump up. So keep this height and then keep pumping hard. Push hard for 30 seconds. We're here for 30, and keep that core activated as you pump and pulse. The glutes are burning, I know. Push through, breathe through it to get through it. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll it back down. Beautiful. And rock left to right here. Okay, you're gonna quickly grab your band. We're gonna do that bridge hold and adduction one more time for 30 seconds. Roll it back down. Feet hip distance apart. Okay, and we're up on 3. 1, 2, 3. We're up and we pull out. And we're gonna hold here for 30. Keep that space open, keep those legs open, keep that core activated, keep that bridge high. We're almost halfway, push through. And if you're really bad, pulse it while you're here, pulse it while you're here. Keep that hold, pulse it. Almost done in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it down. Beautiful job. Beautiful. And now we're gonna cool down and release. I want you to grab your magic circle for our stretch. You're gonna take it back down to the back. I want you to glue that right leg down to the mat. Left leg comes up to the ceiling. Circle comes to the arch of your foot while both hands hold. And you're gonna pull in towards the chest here. Find a spot that you can hold. Maybe you close your eyes here and take some deep intentional breaths. Relax. The right hand at your side. You're gonna relax the right hand at your side. Left hand is gonna guide that foot out towards the left. Keep the back glue down to the mat, so only go out as far as you can hold your body stable. So you still want the torso parallel to the ceiling. Point and flex for a deeper stretch here. Slowly come back center. We're gonna switch the hands out. And now we're dragging that foot down to the right side, still keeping that back glued to the mat. We come back to the center. We're gonna take our right ankle over our left thigh. If this feels challenging for you, you can come to the shin area as well. This is for our figure 4 stretch. Both hands are on the circle as we pull into the chest to get that glute stretch on the right side. Back up to the center. Right comes in, left comes down. We're gonna relax the left hand on our side. Right hand's guiding that foot out to the side. Point and flex. Come back to the center. We're swapping hands. And now our figure 4 on this side. So left ankle over right thigh or the shin area. Beautiful. Come back up. Put that magic circle through. Okay, we're gonna bring that circle up to the side. We're gonna bring both soles of our feet up to the ceiling, grab the outsides, bring the knees into the chest, and go into happy baby. Maybe you rock from side to side here. Maybe you send one leg out at a time. But yeah, that feels amazing. Okay, we're gonna bring feet to the mat, come up to a seated position. We're gonna go into a little spine twist, come up to a seated position, core activated, shoulders down, spine is long. Bring those arms out and twist and reach. And opposite side. And again on each side. Amazing. Okay. Now we're going to finish just like we started with some intentional breaths. We're going to close our eyes, keep the spine long, shoulders relaxed, core is engaged. Maybe you have a hand over chest and one over the belly. We inhale through the nose for 4, exhale for 6. Okay. I hope you feel better than when you started this session today. I hope that you were able to learn something new about your body, whether it's how strong you are, whether there's areas of opportunity. I hope today's session motivates you to stay consistent. Whatever consistency looks like for you, whether it's once a week, 3 times a week, find your rhythm. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this session today. This was a beginner to intermediate level session, but it's also postpartum friendly. As you notice, we didn't do a lot of things to put a lot of stress on the core. So you should be completely safe and fine doing this with any doctor or physician's permission, of course. Thank you so much and stay tuned for more at Sew and Stretch.